Can you guys all mute your line real quick for me too, unless you're talking, so there's no background? Thank you. Hey guys, and welcome to our, oh my gosh, I almost forgot what month it is, July. Can you guys believe summer's almost over? I know Sharon's kids go back to school like this week. Ooh. So I'm really excited. We just got back from Summit, and I know I have a fire lit under me, and I'm sure everybody else that was there can say the same. I feel like the biggest takeaway from this year's Summit was limitless belief. Like, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta stop thinking you can't, because if you think you can't, you won't. And I feel like that was, I know, one of my biggest takeaways. And I took away a lot of other things as a leader, but just from a coach standpoint, I think we just got to stop overcomplicating things. Like, we just need to wake up, do the 4 vital behaviors, and do them freaking amazing, and just connect with people and build those relationships and really just help them in any way we can. And it's really what our mission of our team has been all along. So we're doing it right, you guys. We just need to keep pushing forward, because I feel like too often we give up. You know, if we don't hit that emerald goal by the first month, or we don't hit success club in the first month, we just kind of give up. Oh, it's not working. Well, would you just give up if you were trying to have a baby and it didn't work the first month? No, right? You would keep trying until you got pregnant and had that baby. And that's kind of the same thing, like anything in life. If it's something you really want and it's something you really want to work towards, you just got to keep going until you get it. And don't let anything stop you, and don't let anything get in your way. Because I think another big takeaway from this year's summit was failure. Like, you got to fail, and you got to fail over and over and over again until you get it. So you don't stop trying until you hit your goal, until you achieve what you want to achieve, no matter how many times you fail. So I literally whipped together a PowerPoint in 15 minutes for you guys. When my kids went to bed, they were supposed to go to bed a long time ago, and they didn't. So it's real quick. So I'll let the girls that are on right now, whose first summit it was. So I'm going to call out Nikki down there and let her chat first. So Nikki, if you want to unmute yourself, it was your very first summit. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience, maybe your belief going into it and your belief coming out?
I really went into it hoping to, get that inspiration back, because I hit a really bad spot in my business and even my belief in myself with inviting. And, I hadn't hit Success Club since I think it was February's last time. I just wasn't doing good. And, I was to a point where I was like, maybe I should quit. Maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. Is it really worth it? But then I do have customers that look up to me, and people that tell me I'm inspirational. So I was holding on for that. So during the summit, I've gotten that inspiration back. It did light a fire under me. It showed me the success I could have with the business if I just get over myself and learn to not worry about rejection. So, and there were so many good ideas and so many great speakers that helped us. And, a lot of mine is I spent so many years trying to forget my past growing up in a small town in Indiana that was very, very cliquish. And I didn't even do Facebook for years because I didn't even care to ever see those people again. So in the last year and a half, I've really gotten on there and really tried to reconnect with these people. Stuff that I tried to forget, people I tried to forget because I didn't, that kind of thing. Just, you want to forget your past, you want to move on, you want to grow up, you want to move away. And that's what I did. So, that whole thing has been hard for me too, because then I worry what they think of me. But this whole summit is get over it. If that person doesn't like you, you don't need them in your tribe anyway. So, it really kind of opened up my eyes too of working on my cold market. So I really want to work with cold market with Instagram, and definitely with bringing Instagram into it, and also with this UK expansion that you're going to be talking about. that's a whole new market too. If anybody knows anybody in the UK, I mean, it'll spread like wildfire. So, the whole experience was just awesome. Still really lacking in sleep, but so, is there anything else you want me to talk about, Jen?
No, that was perfect. Well, on the no sleep, we'll let Corey talk on that because I'll let Corey talk about her example because I have to laugh because when we were first going into Summit and I was kind of explaining to her the agenda, she's like, so when do we sleep? And I'm like, oh yeah, there's none of that going on.
It was sleep and eat were our big concerns.
Yeah, and you don't really do much of that. You like eat on the run a lot, but
yeah.
Go ahead, Corey. I'm just giving her a hard time. So I have to let her go now.
Stop being mean.
Hi, Corey. Oh, that was the other part, is getting to connect with everybody that you only see on the video chats. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Corey's a lot taller than she looks.
Corey, you have to clarify. I'm not really mean, am I?
No.
It was just a joke. She kept talking about sleep, and I'm like, Corey, you're not going to eat. You're not going to sleep. Just focus on all the things you're learning while you're here.
Calls me on my shit. Okay. So, gosh, when Jen asked me yesterday to talk today, there's so much. I could spend an hour telling you guys how amazing it was. And I'm emotional today, you guys, just because our grandmother's in the hospital. So I'm going to try not to cry. But it was just like Nikki, I went in just feeling like, you guys have seen, a lot of you have seen my story, like just feeling like I'm not enough. My anxious self was taking over, worried about the future, just feeling like I am not special enough. Like, I'm not going to be that person that's going to be up on the stage in front of 20,000 people telling their story. And the truth is, there is nothing special about these people. They are just telling their story and sharing themselves and sharing, how much this company is benefiting us. And it's a gift, you guys. It was such a cool experience. And then to be surrounded by our team of amazing ladies who just inspire you every day and call you on your shit. And I just loved being around all of you and just seeing all of getting to work out with, Charlene Johnson was really cool. I cried during that workout because she is just so motivational, and her words just really spoke to my heart, and it felt like I was meant to be there. And just all the takeaways, like, you are enough and you can do this. And as a team, we really can come together and make this business help our family and change the legacy of our families. So just, a ton of good stuff in my notes. I'm just so excited to start writing it out and sharing it with you guys, because there was a lot of good stuff, like curiosity marketing is the new thing. You can't just send people information. You have to kind of keep them guessing. And that's wait, what? Right? We're all like, join my group. I got Pio, so just a lot of really cool nuggets. So really inspirational. If you weren't there this year, you have to come next year. It's phenomenal.
Yes, absolutely. Brianne, let's hear a little bit from you as a first timer.
It's actually kind of weird to think that, that the three of us that have spoken, we've all went into Summit low, feeling low about ourselves and our business. And so I had just been really deflated with everything going on, and just kind of struggling in general. So, each day I think I had gotten a little bit more, whereas enlightened or ignited. So each different day when someone would speak, something new would hit me on each one. So every day there was something to kind of motivate me to keep going, and you can do this. And, this is what you're supposed to do. You have to just keep going. So, it was It was awesome. It was wonderful to truly meet everybody on this team and see everybody in person. That to me was one of the greatest things, meeting everybody in person. But not only that, really getting to know even the team a little bit more, getting to know a little bit of everybody's kind of different stories, or finding out like new things about each other. That was really cool for me too. Like, and even like finding out things about like Amanda and Val. I mean, we were roommates. There were 4 of us, and my mom said, she goes, "There were 4 women in your room with 1 bathroom," and I was like, "Yeah." And amazingly, we all survived and did great, which is true. It really was. Like, if you think about it, that's a long time to have 4 women, 1 bathroom, and nobody want to kill each other. So yeah, I mean, seriously, that part was awesome to me. But the workouts, I mean, working out with Shanti, and then the live workout, I swear I wanted to die. It was so hot and humid, and I literally don't know how we made it. But being there with everyone and knowing that I couldn't quit because there were, how many other people there was like, "Hey, you can't quit now. You can't be a wuss. Suck it up." But totally came home and have really done my best to stay committed to myself and my business the last 2 days, really making time for it, really reaching out to people and starting some conversations that scare me. And I think my goal is, and I have it written all over my sheet, is literally go for no. So no matter what, just go for no. And if they tell you no, move on and find someone else. So yeah, it was great.
Thanks, Fran. And I want to have one more person speak. So Sharon was at Summit last year, and she came not by herself, but she came and met all of us. And she didn't have her team yet. She just going diamond, so she was building a team, but she didn't have anyone on her team that was committed to coming to Summit yet. So this year, she had her Fearless Fit tribe with her. So every single one of these girls are getting ready to go diamond on her team. Like, watch out, because Sharon's team is about to blow up. But so this year, I want her to talk about how it was different last year, being there as a newly diamond coach, and then this year having your team with you.
Thanks, Jen. Yeah, so it's amazing to me that last year's summit was a year away, and how much things have changed in this last year, and how many ups and downs I've had in my own business in that amount of time. And just the takeaways and what I was able to absorb from Summit. So last year, first year, I was like starry-eyed about everything. It was almost so overwhelming that I didn't even know what to do when I got back, because I was just like, "Oh, this is amazing, this is like," I just felt like my head was exploding with information and excitement about it all. But I didn't necessarily focus very well after last year's summit. And this year, I'm so excited that I had some of my team with me, because I had to be a leader for them and help them understand what Summit is, how to get the most out of their Summit experience, and that focused me in so that I could get the most out of my Summit experience. And so it helped me as both a leader and as a coach for myself. And having that tribe with you, my girls that they are my lifeline. I mean, this whole team is my lifeline, but those girls especially, sharing this with them made our bond was pretty damn strong to begin with. And now it's been tested with 4 days of no sleep and a crazy schedule and travel problems and not eating and hangry messes and everything that could go wrong sometimes did, and amazing experiences, and Shanti's workout and wanting to just fall all over ourselves because we couldn't handle how amazing Shanti's workout was. The trainings and listening to the amazing keynote speakers that we had, and sitting and talking about goals. We went out for a team dinner on Saturday night before closing, and we talked goals, and I found goals from my girls that I didn't know they had. Jen found goals from me that she didn't know I had, because all of us were too scared to commit and say them out loud. But once you're at Summit, you're like, excuse my language, but you're like, fuck yes. And I'm going after it. Like, there is no reason to not go. I'm like, whew. Okay, there's no reason to not go after it. Summit is where that kind of stuff happens, where you decide, and the whole theme this year was decide, commit, succeed. Like, really talking about making that decision and making the commitment and following through, and then finding success as a result. And so it was like, Summit is the place for all of that to sort of come to fruition. And as a second year person now with a team, there's just so much more value and takeaways that you're not only looking for tips that will help yourself, but you're looking for what can push your whole team forward. Because we all know this is so much bigger than us. Like, in the day-to-day, we worry about ourselves. We worry about our business, and I want to hit Success Club, and, I'm frustrated, me. But it's not just about us. It's about our coaches and serving them. Even if they're discount coaches, we need to serve them. And our customers, we need to serve them. And our teammates, whether it's a Team Ignite teammate or one of your personally sponsored coaches, it's our responsibility to serve them and help them as best we can. And so I know I probably talked too long, but it's just you have to commit to being. If you were at Summit this year, commit to being there next year. Commit to getting some of your coaches there next year. If you weren't there this year, commit to next year. Let next year be that first year that kicks off this crazy journey, because you will never want to miss again.
Absolutely. Becky, I know this was your third year going as well. So anything different from year to year that you've experienced this year? And I think the big thing too is was each year different? Did you learn something new? Is it worth going every single year, even though you've gone? Maybe talk a little bit about that, since you've been to 3.
Yes, every year is completely different. First year, you're all starry-eyed and oh my gosh, this is real. These people are real. You get motivated. You get pumped up. You realize how amazing the company is. And you're like, okay, I'm meant to do this. I'm meant to do this. The next year, you usually bring some of your team, because you promote this opportunity so much, and you're like, you have to come. So last year, my first year, I was starry-eyed. Oh my gosh, came back. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. But kind of like Sharon, all over the place, because I was just taking it all in. Second year, I brought some of my team, and it was different because I was seeing it through their eyes, but I was being mama bear at the same time and making sure they were having a good time and doing this and doing that. So not going to lie, some of it took away from my Summit, because I was making sure they were having such a good time, because I'm a person that likes to make sure everyone's having fun. But I got to see a leadership role of Summit, which was interesting to see it from a leader's point of view instead of being a brand new coach. Third year, this year was probably, I have to say, the best out of them all, because I had my team still, but I was still really excited. It made me dig deep and really figure out, why do I want to do this business? What can I do with this business? And just to learn to take everything, take a deep breath and realize you can't do it all. Learn that you're not going to be on time. Nikki will confess that I kind of had a breakdown moment. You're not always going to be on time. But this Summit was probably the best, because I really listened to what they were saying. I made sure my team was taken care of, but I had to make sure I was taken care of. So it was a learning game. First one was all about me. Last year was all about my team. And now this year it was me and my team. So we both got huge takeaways. And it was probably the best Summit I've been at for the content, and just to really realize how much the company does listen to us, and how much the company wants us to succeed, and how much they value us. We're not just little coaches to them. We are part of their team, and they're going to try to better us however that is. And they're going to be our biggest cheerleader. So I really realized that, and realized that we're all normal people. Every year I go, I realize, you know what? Danielle Natoni, Bonnie Ingold, Melanie Mitru, these are just normal people living a normal life, but we see them and we kind of idolize them to a certain extent on Facebook, because we're like, ooh, shiny objects. But when you go to Summit, you meet them in person, and they're just regular people like me, wanting to help other people. So that makes me say, if they can do it, why not me? Why not everyone on this call? So every year you grow with Summit personally, but then as a leader too. I don't know if any of that made sense.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. And it's funny that you talk about Danielle Natoni, because a few of us went to her event on Sunday, and I have because I have so much information. I'm not going to get it all in one call, or we'll be on this for like 4 hours. So I'm going to break it down into a couple different calls. I'll do a leadership call, and then I'll also do a branding call. And then tonight I'm really just going to give you kind of the tips and biggest takeaways, new product launches, some of the biggest keynote speakers, and the tips they had. And then what I'm going to do is type up my notes, and I'll share them for you guys in the team page, so you guys can have those, because it was so much information that I want to give to you guys, but I also don't want to be on a 2-hour-long call with you guys tonight. So we're going to break it down into sections. But Fit and Funky, what I was saying is, she was a teacher, right, making less than $50,000 a year, and now she's a 7-figure per year earner. Like, girl makes over $1 million a year being a Beachbody coach. I mean, it's crazy. And like Corey said, like, there's nothing special about them. The only thing that's different is they don't give up, and they have a limitless belief. So they really truly believe that this business can give them anything they want in their life. And I think that's the biggest thing, is you have to be a true believer of that. And that's something that you need to roll down to your coaches too. You know, when you're doing a getting started right call, you know, ask them what their belief is in this business. Like, do they truly believe that they can reach their health goals, they can reach their fitness goals, their financial goals, their personal goals, all of that through this business? Because they can. And until they have that belief, they won't truly be successful in this business until they believe that. And it's something that is going to have to be learned. It's not something that they probably will have coming off that getting started right call, but it's definitely something you have to help them understand. Like Corey said, there's nothing special about the top coaches. They just work hard and they work smart. So I'm going to share my not so pretty PowerPoint with you guys, just so you guys have a visual for those people that weren't there. And let me pull it up right here, and we'll show you this real quick. Screen share. Okay, here we go. There you go. Can you guys see it? Can you guys see the PowerPoint? Yeah, everybody see it? Okay, good. Okay, so we talked about so much at opening session. It was really about all the new launches. Has everybody seen Daily Sunshine? Has anybody's kids tried it yet? What did they think? Did your kids like it? Do you think it tastes just like Shakeology? No? You think it tastes different? Your kids like it though? Yeah? My daughter liked it until she heard that there was spinach powder in it, and now she won't drink it. So note to self, don't go live and read ingredients of healthy things in front of my kids. So these are basically everything that we talked about on the opening session. So the biggest thing, like I said, the biggest takeaway from this is really limitless belief. So there was a couple quotes that really stuck with me that I pulled away from this. A couple from Josh Coates. Awareness of potential is the only thing that separates the successful and the unsuccessful. You must believe your potential is limitless, and you have to be okay with failing over and over again. And then something Danielle Natoni, who's Fit and Funky, said that kind of really hit home with me. This is a business of multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So, you know, we get all excited when we get new coaches and new customers, right? But we also get really bummed when someone cancels their Shakeology, or when we get a coach cancellation form, right? But we have to realize, like, that aspect of it is just business, you know? Like, take the emotion out of that part of it. And don't get upset when you have a coach cancellation or somebody cancels your Shakeology. You know, you can do everything you can to try to help them and to try to have them stick with it and see the benefits. But at some point, you might just have to let them go and take the emotion out of it and move on to helping someone else that wants your help and that is willing to put the effort forward. So I know it's not fun when those come through our email, but it's definitely something that we need to not focus our energy on and just move forward. And I think that's one of the biggest tips that I took away from the top coaches is they just don't even let that phase them. They just keep moving forward. And it's just one of those things about failure again. Registration for Team Cup is now open. Who's already registered their team? Anybody? No? Okay. It's on your checklist for yesterday, so let's make sure we get that done. But success, it's all based on Success Club points this year. We thought that it was going to be based on rank advancement points as well, like last year. So we did go through with Fit and Funky like how to register your teams, and it really shouldn't be about like who your favorite friends are on your team. It really should be about thinking about who's your next diamond or who's your next emerald coach, right? If you're an emerald coach, who do you want your next emerald coach to be? And put them on your team. You can have 2 diamonds, and then think about who else from, if you're going to move forward, try to be a diamond coach, who else on your team is your next emerald? And then have them select a coach to be on your team as well. There will be team prizes this time, so it's not just if you hit Success Club 5, but it's everybody on the team hit Success Club 5, or everybody on the team hit Success Club 10. I'm going to do a kickoff call, which I will chat with Becky about, because we might just zoom that into the Monday night calls that we do. And then we'll do a Facebook group too to keep everybody accountable. But it is known that coaches see more success in their business when they participate in Team Cup. So who doesn't like a little healthy competition, right? I know we all do, right? So think of your names, make it fun, get teamed up. And if you're not on a team and you want to be on a team, reach out to me and I will get you set up on a team. Diamond bonus. Who's excited about this? Who would like an extra $500 this year? Raise your hand. I should see everybody's hand up for that one. Come on. All right. So here's how the diamond bonus works. Basically, all of you are eligible for it. So if you don't hit Success Club in July, you won't be eligible for it. So definitely want to hit Success Club in July. So how it works is that you need to hit Success Club every single month, so Success Club 5 through July through December, and you need to hold your diamond rank for at least 6 consecutive weeks of each quarter. So within the 12 weeks, 6 weeks in a row, you have to hold that diamond. So you don't have to get diamond in July, but you just do within the next 3 months. You get a $250 bonus in quarter 3 and quarter 4. So it's definitely attainable for every single person on this call. But what's the first step? Success Club 5, right? So helping 3 people this month. So I know Becky's already at Success Club 6, so I saw that. And I know we have a lot of other people with 2s and 4s on the board right now. So it's not over till it's over, guys. I want you to think about, what would $500 do for your family? What would it be like to be able to pay for Christmas in cash? What would it be like for you to pay for groceries for the entire month, right, with that bonus? So how would that affect your family? And really think about that and visualize that when you're thinking about how you're going to strategize to hit this diamond bonus. So one of my biggest takeaways as a leader from this conference was, I don't want to just tell you what to do anymore, but I want to teach you how to do it. I'm really good at telling you guys what to do, right? But sometimes I feel like I think it's such second nature because I've been doing this for 5 years that sometimes I don't break it down enough. So I'm going to start trying to do that better. And if I don't, and we're having a training or a call or something like that, and you're like, Jen, you got to tell us the how, right? Just call me out. Just be like, Jen, how? Tell us the how. So how are you going to get this diamond bonus? You're going to be the CEO of your business. You're going to take charge. You are going to act like this is a business that you invested $200,000 in, not just $39.95 or $160 if you bought a challenge pack when you signed up, but you are going to treat it like you invested $200,000 in it. You are going to get up every day and you're going to show up like your life depended on it. You are going to focus on the 4 vital behaviors and you're going to keep it simple. You are going to focus on connecting with 30 people every single day, and I'll talk a little more about exactly who you're going to talk to, because 30 might seem like a lot, but it's really going to break down in 5, 5, 5, and 5. It's fairly simple. Ask Brienne. She's been doing it the last 2 days and told me that she's been kicking butt at it. I bet you somebody's going to be getting a diamond bonus this year, so because she's committing to it. and she's showing up every day. So it really just needs to be as simple as that. Forget about everything else. I don't want you to be blogging. I don't want you to be, doing anything else, creating a like page, doing anything like that until you have these 4 vital behaviors nailed down, until you can do them in your sleep. So you wake up every day and you do them without thinking about it. Then you can start working on all the extras. But right now, you should be working out, drinking your shake, inviting, doing your personal development, and recognizing your challengers and coaches every single day. So we have a bunch of new amazing products that are going to be coming out in the next couple weeks. So in September, I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited about this. I have a whole new idea of what to do with Clean Eating Week. So in September, we are going to get a new program called Clean Eating Week. So it's our newest trainer, Megan, who's from the 20s. She's like the sweetest girl ever. Sharon and I had the opportunity to meet her at the leadership party. And it's going to be daily 30-minute workouts where she is going to work in exercises from the 21-Day Fix, the 21-Day Fix Extreme, Hammer and Chisel, all of our programs. So she's talking about them. So it'll be an easy transition for them to move from this clean week to one of our programs. It's going to be a exclusive on BOD, so they don't need a membership to do this. They're just going to need a 7-day Shakeology sample pack. And then they can do the 14-day free trial with BOD. And it's going to be something they're going to give us the meal plan. So we're going to have the meal plan with recipes. We're not going to have to create that anymore. And it's going to be the perfect way to start our customers out and to transition them into another program. In November, Tony Horton's coming out with a new program. And I think it was really cool because, especially I think for all of our brands, like we all really focus on families and moms, and everything that's coming out this year is focused on that. We have Clean Week. Now we have this new program called Double Time, which is basically a program you do with your kids. It's 8 family-friendly workouts. The ball, you can use any ball, like a kickball, a basketball, soccer ball, anything. And then you're going to get everything on BOD with this as well, just like everything else has been. Quick start guide, eating plan, and the calendar. So sneak peeks are coming in October on BOD, so we'll all have to try those out. And then I'll obviously run a test group as well. That will be super fun to team up and kind of do a mommy and me group. I'm planning that right now with Daily Sunshine. So Daily Sunshine, we talked about a little bit. It's basically kids Shakeology. Johnny wanted to know why they didn't call it Kidology. I think that would have been like perfect. Kidology, I mean, come on. So my daughter, like I said, liked it until she heard my live video saying that there was spinach powder in it. But it is super cool because it has not only the protein in there, but it actually counts as half a red, half a green, and half a purple. So it had, or was it half a blue? I posted it in the team page. I was trying to go off my head, but it has your healthy fats. I think it is a blue, I'm sorry. It has your healthy fats, your proteins, and then also a serving of vegetables in there too. So you're getting everything. You're not just getting the proteins, which I love for our kids. So it's really giving them the nutrients they need. And then us as adults can drink it as a snack too. So you can have your Shakeology in the morning as your breakfast. And then you can always do this as a snack during the day. It's the same price as Shakeology. So a 30-day supply is $129.95. It's already available on your websites. So you already have it up and running. And it's going to be to be determined in the UK. So I forgot to make a slide for the UK launch. But UK is launching in October 21st is the big UK launch event. So that is coming soon. So we'll have more information as that comes forward. But that's going to be huge because we can recruit UK coaches and customers. They can also recruit US customers. So who already know some people in the UK, they already have a list going for people to talk to. Maybe. I don't really have anybody. I know Corey said she knows a bunch of people there, so she was really excited about it. In fact, you do too. Oh, that's cool. So definitely huge for us to expand because starting there, you know what's coming next after that. Worldwide. We'll probably go global very soon. So it's very exciting. My computer is freezing now. They gave some really interesting facts when they were talking about Daily Sunshine. And I wanted to share these with you because I thought they were really important. Like I found a lot of them kind of shocking, but 1 in 3 children are obese or overweight in the United States. Juice makes up 40% of children's daily fruit intake. French fries are the most common vegetable that children eat. Does anybody consider French fries a vegetable? I don't know. I don't know where that statistic came from. And childhood obesity has tripled in the past 30 years. So these are really good talking points for you guys to use to speak about daily sunshine, like why people need it. And I know Corey mentioned like the curiosity. Don't go blasting about daily sunshine, call it this. I did a live video calling it this amazing new chocolate shake, amazing new kid shake we found. I didn't even like relate it to Beachbody at all, to have that curiosity. And then I'm going to be planning a mommy and me group where I'm actually going to do like a clean eating week with super easy family friendly recipes. And then also have the moms do Shakeology and then the kids do daily sunshine. So have them each get a sampler pack for the week and do this clean eating group, and then do some of the family friendly exercises and the workouts on BOD. So I can send you guys my plan for that if you want it, and you guys can run your own group for it too if you want. So these are really good statistics to talk about. Another one, kids in the US get 90% of their calories from animal products and processed food versus plant-based nutrition. By the time a typical youngster finishes grade school, the foundation may already be in place for obesity, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. You guys, how scary is that? Before they're even out of grade school. So definitely there's a need for this in our country. And I think it's up to us to be able to help parents understand why it's so important that their kids eat well and get all the vitamins and nutrients that they need. All right, who's excited? We're going to Indy. I know all my Chicago girls are. So Summit 2018 registration is open, and you guys are gonna kill me. I literally had 5 minutes to put this together before my kids got in bed. It's over the June 24th weekend. Is it the 20th through the 24th, right?
21st to the 24th.
21st through the 24th. So registration's open right now. Until Sunday, the ticket is $145. So I'm gonna tell you guys, if you're on this call tonight, it means you're committed to your business, which means you should all get your ticket to Summit. Nikki, did you already get yours? You already got yours, I saw, right? I know Nikki already got hers. Sharon already got hers. Who else already got their Summit ticket? Sharon. Glenda, are you planning to meet us in Summit next year?
Gonna try.
Yay!
Gonna
And
try.
Corey, I know you're coming to Summit next year. She wouldn't miss it for anything. I can't see everybody's face here right now. And Sarah, I think you were on that call too. Sarah, are you planning to come to Summit? Yes, I hope so. So hotel registration will open on Monday. So I know Sharon and I you booked the Marriott too, right? The JW Marriott. Okay. So we all booked some of us got to register early. So we booked the JW Marriott. So if you're able to, that would be really cool. We can all stay in a hotel together. At some point we'll get a house. I was told Indy's not the place to do that this would make more sense to do all hotels. So we'll do that this time. So the other thing I wanted to just say is somebody had said this at one of the conferences, one of the sessions, that Summit is like a dance recital, right? Do any of your kids dance? I know mine do. Have you guys ever danced before in your life? Becky, Sharon, I know you have, Nikki. So think about if you practiced and went to dance class all year long, right? And then the recital's coming up. Would you just not go to the recital? No, right? Like that's the coolest part when you get to get all dressed up in your sparkly costumes and perform on stage. Kind of think of Summit like that. This is our dance recital, and you wouldn't work so hard all year and then not go to the final show. So I can't wait to meet all of you that I haven't met in person yet next year at Summit, because I know every single person on this call will be there. And it's a lot of fun. I'll show you some cool pictures at the end of some of the fun that we had. So they did do a lot of clinical findings with Shakeology. I just want to share these slides with you. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this, but they did clinical trials that actually show how well Shakeology works, how 180 less calories were consumed. They actually gave people pizza. After drinking Shakeology, we're like, do you want this pizza? Are you hungry? Will you eat this pizza? And most people consumed 180 less calories from drinking Shakeology first. And then this too, at 58% more people had a reduced desire to eat And this is to show you it reduced hunger, desire to eat, appetite, and calorie and food intake. They also did some trials on Energize, which I thought was really cool. So if you ever like need some proof that these products work besides your own proof or our proof, you can share these clinical trials as well, showing how significantly it increased performance and less exertion, more power input, and just being able to get the work done all together. I always joke around that like Energize is my mommy magic. And for workouts, like it literally makes you jump higher, run faster, lift heavier, squat lower, lunge deeper, kind of everything. Darren Hardy, we actually recorded the entire 2-hour presentation, I think it was. There were so many good tips that I just wanted to share, kind of the biggest, most powerful tips that I took out of it. And then we'll share the video. I know Chrissy was uploading it to YouTube for me, so as soon as I get the link, I'll share it with you guys in the team page. But take the time to watch it or listen to it in the car while you're driving to work or whatever the case may be. He was talking about the most powerful personal development tool is tracking. So no matter what you're using for tracking your business, you need to use something. Whether you're using pen and a piece of paper, the business activity tracker, Teensy, Google Streak, whatever it may be, you have to have a way to keep track of your business, to see your progress each and every day. It will help you be more productive. He also talked a lot about what gives you short-term pleasure creates long-term pain, and then exactly the other way around too. Talked a lot about the compound effect. If you haven't already read that book, like it's a must. Another good one that he wrote is The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. I think that one's really good because it talks a lot about the ups and downs of this business as well. The number one tip he gave was decide that you'll be here a year from now and do the 4 vital behaviors every single day. And that's kind of what we talked about, like commit to summit, commit to be there, commit to show up, commit to be there with a team of yours. Set a goal of where you want to be by the next summit. Do you want to walk across that stage? Do you want to be recognized as a Success Club legend? Like that is all available for you. Want to walk across stage waving one of these flags? I mean, it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool experience, I have to tell you. But that can be each and every one of you. You know, you just have to sit down and think about what you want, visualize it, and work hard every day until you get it and never give up on yourself. And if you want to really crush it, go out and fail. That was another one of his tips. So the key to success is mastering failure. And I think that's so important. We talked a lot about that in the beginning. I'm not going to reiterate what I said already, but it really is about you need to stop being scared and you need to have faith in yourself and you need to have the belief that you can do it. Some of the top coach tips that I got from some of the seminars was always be inviting, stay in phase 1. So like no matter what level these coaches were at, they stayed in phase 1. They kept inviting. Be flexible, be willing to change and try new things. Something else that you always need to be asking yourself, like, do you feel like a leader? Whether you're a 2-star coach, whether you're a 1-star coach, a diamond coach, an emerald coach, or whether you just started this business yesterday, be a leader. Act as if. Show people what to do, whether it be in your challenge groups and you're showing them by being the best challenger, or whether it be as a coach and you're showing your coaches how to share their story and share their vision on social media. You need to show them how. And another big thing that we dug into was what is your long-term vision? And literally, if you guys haven't already, one of your homework assignments was to sit for 3 to 5 minutes and literally write out what your vision looks like. What does your life look like? You know, if money and time were no objects, right? You had limitless money and limitless time. What would your life look like? What would you want your life to look like for your kids? What would you want your life to look like for your husband? What would it feel like for you? What would it feel like for your husband? What would it feel like for your kids? Where would you go? Where would you live? What would you do with your life, right? Like sit down and think about it, because I guarantee you Lindsay Matway did that one day, and now she just led a parade. They hosted their own parade with their team, shut down New Orleans, some streets in New Orleans, and literally had their own parade. Like we're having a Team Ignite parade one day. I'm just telling you. I'm saying it here. But I mean, sit down and think about where you want to be, like where, you know, what's your vision for your team? What's your vision on the leadership ladder? I'm going to show you guys some pictures in a little while that you want to be a team leader on that leadership ladder by next year at Summit. It was pretty fun, wasn't it, Sharon? So like, what's your goal for that? What's your vision for Success Club? What's your vision for volume? Like, where do you want to be in your business? Because belief is what drives action, and action is what drives success. So you need to truly believe that this business can positively impact your life in every way. And you need to believe that this business can truly make all of your dreams come true. The basics drive your business. Don't overcomplicate it. And I think one of the biggest things right here is don't separate the business from your life. The business should work into your life. If you get busy with life and you just put your business aside and you don't invite and you don't work out and you don't train to shake and you don't recognize, well, guess what? Your business isn't going to go anywhere. So make those things part of your life. One of the girls asked me, do you invite every day? And I said, yeah, I do. I talk to at least 3 to 5 people about this business pretty much every single day. If you guys are with me on Wednesday, I gave 3 cab drivers my business card, 3 Uber drivers my business card. Because guess what? I was inviting them to join our team because they had crazy good energy and they were talking about the workouts, and I wanted to get to them before the other 20,000 coaches got to them, because it was Wednesday when we got there. But no, I carry business cards with me, and I gave my business card to a lady in the airport because we were working out, and she was asking us about it. Like, every day I'm talking about this business, no matter where I am. No matter what I'm doing, I'm either inviting to a challenge group, inviting to a clean eating group, or inviting to join our team every single day. And it's got to be like second nature for you. You've got to create consistency of that in your life and really make it a lifestyle. You need to set expectations for yourself and for your team. You need to make sure who listened to the National Wake Up Call already this week. Okay, well, it's only Tuesday. Good job, Linda. Good job, Becky. Those are the only people I can see. Sharon, and I can see Nikki, but I can't see anybody else. So if you haven't yet, make sure you listen to it before the end of the week. Like, you should be listening to that every single week. That should be a non-negotiable. Success Club, that should be a non-negotiable. You should be helping at least 3 people every single month. Got to stay in phase 1, and then just rinse and repeat. Keep doing the same thing with that every single month, helping 3 new people. Running groups, running challenge groups every single month. That should be a non-negotiable. The other thing is they talked about these no matter what activities. So impacting lives every single day. A successful coach invests in others' lives each and every day by making new friends, encouraging someone on their journey, and planting the seeds of the possibilities. So just going out and talking to people. I know Sharon does a really good job about this. She's always trying to enlighten people and talk about the positives on social media. Like, be that light. When we don't see that enough. Usually people use their social media to complain, right? And talk about stuff that they aren't happy about with their day. Like, be that light in someone's day. Be that positive motivation. Track your impact. We talked about that already. Like, have some kind of tracking system so that you don't lose people and you can follow up. Number 3, show up for you. So your workouts, your personal development, and stop getting distracted by all the shiny objects. Like, set your goals, put your blinders on, and just go. Just do the work you need to get there. So this is what I really loved about talking about 30 people, talking to 30 people every single day. So 5 gratitudes. So you're going and just cheering somebody up. Hey girl, I love that outfit you rocked today. Where did you get it from? Like, these are ways you can start conversations, and they're ways that you can make people feel good. Like, how good do you feel when you post a picture of your hair? Because we all like post pictures when we get our hair done that day, right? It's just a thing to do. And how good does it feel when you get like 100 likes on that? Or you get all these comments saying like how awesome your hair looks, how beautiful you look. Like, do that. Be that person in somebody's life. Make 5 new friends every day. I'm going to tell you guys today, I went to one of my friends has a Norwex group. She's a Norwex rep. And I'm like thinking like, listen, I don't like to put chemicals in my house. I don't like to put chemicals in my body. These would be great people to connect with. So I went to the Norwex group, and she had shared a video I had posted about the laundry detergent or something. And I went, and every single person that saw my video, so they saw my face, they knew kind of who I was. I sent them a friend request today. I might go in Facebook jail from all the friend requests I sent today, but it was an easy way for me to reach out. Like, think about what you're passionate about. Think about what you love. Like, make a list of all the products that you love, right? All the products that you use on a daily basis, like the kind of makeup you use, the kind of hair products you use. the kind of clothes you like to wear, go to those pages, those like pages on Facebook, and look at the pictures that they've posted and the people that have commented, and then comment underneath that person's comment, and then go send them a friend request. It's an easy way to connect with people. Impact 5 challengers. Check in on 5 challengers every day. Check in on 5 coaches every day. Well, if you only have 1 to 5 coaches, maybe you don't have to check on them every single day, or maybe you do. Maybe they want you to check on them every single day. I'm sure Glenda would love for me to call her every single day, wouldn't you, Glenda? So 5 invites every single day. Make sure you're inviting 5 people to something, a challenge group, a clean eating group, a business opportunity event, and follow up. Make sure you're not losing people in the cracks. It takes like 8 times sometimes from a follow-up before people even consider buying. So don't think just because you followed up with them once or twice that they're not interested. Most time people just get busy. I know I get busy and forget to reply sometimes. Like, it's gonna happen. Just find a way to have a conversation with them and be real. And stop talking so much. I'm not gonna use my analogy that I used with all the girls in Summit. I'm just gonna say SFU and ask more questions. So talk less, listen more, right? So that's what I want you guys to do. I keep getting all these questions like, why aren't people wanting to join my challenge groups? Or, why aren't people even wanting to join my clean eating groups? I don't understand. It's because you're puking information on them right away and you're scaring them away. So stop word vomiting and ask more questions. So anytime you want to just all this information out of them because you have this great shake and it's going to make them feel so good and you have this amazing workout and you have this amazing meal plan and oh my God, girl, this did this for me and it's helped my bowels, and like they don't need to know all that right away, okay? They don't. So seriously, just take a step back and you can give a little, but then ask a question. And if they ask you a question, you can answer the question and then ask them another question. Just like you're having a conversation with your friend. Like, think about if you haven't seen your best friend in 6 months, the kind of conversation you have with her. You go back and forth asking each other questions, right? You'd answer, ask another question. That's what your conversation should be like. It should be simple. They should flow. Stop making it more difficult than it needs to be. I know y'all know how to talk because I've talked to all of you before. And, we've been on calls where we've just BS with each other and gone back and forth, seeing how each other was for a good 15, 20 minutes. So I know you guys can all ask questions and have a conversation. So stop being scared of it. They're just people. Make the connections. So I loved this quote. To succeed in sales, simply talks to lots of people every day. And here's what's exciting. There are lots of people. There's lots of people I've talked to on social media. So, saying, oh, I don't have anybody to talk to. I don't know where to make friends, any of that. Like, just get out there and just do it. Send somebody a friend request, that you meet somewhere, and then take the emotion out of it. If they accept, great. Then you can connect and start chatting with them. If they don't, oh well, no big deal. Nothing's going to happen to you. You can go back and end the request a couple weeks later if you need to. I really loved this. This was all about setting goals and timelines, and I think this was huge. So talking about, we have our vision, right? So then we need to figure out like what our next step is. So somebody like Nikki, for example, I'm totally calling you out here. So Nikki, for example, like if you had your vision with this business, like what would be a big goal of yours? Like where would you like to be by next summit?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I want to be diamond.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to be a diamond coach.
Yeah.
So what is your next level? So what's your next goal? So where are you right now?
Well, I need to be an emerald first.
So there's your next goal, right? So you're being an emerald. And how do you become an emerald? By?
Well, I need one more coach. I have one coach under me. I need one more coach.
So that's your next goal, right? Is to find your next coach. So going diamond, take this big, huge goal that you have and just make it really simple, because just finding one more coach seems pretty simple, right? Doesn't seem that difficult. And then once you do that, what I want you to focus on is once you're emerald, just go emerald again. Just find 2 more coaches, one on each side. And once you do that, just go emerald again. Just keep doing it until you're diamond. Keep doing it until you're 1 star. And then guess what? go help your coach do that. Help your coaches do that. So it doesn't need to be so difficult. I feel like sometimes we take this diamond and we're like, it's off in the distance and it's so far away, and it doesn't have to be that way if you just simplify it and break it down. And you could do this with your fitness goals too. Like if you have 50 pounds to lose, let's say, you're not going to drop 50 pounds in a month. So let's take it back. What can you realistically probably lose this month? Maybe 10 pounds, right? That might be a good goal, 5 pounds maybe. And then break it down what you need to do that. So we should be helping our challengers do that as well. So it's really about goal setting and setting the pace for how you're going to achieve that goal. Because I'm going to tell you, most people set their pace too slow. Like Nikki, I think you'll be a diamond way before next summit. So, you're setting that pace a little slow. Like take a look at where you're at now and where you could be, how fast you want to get there, right? Because if you say, oh, I'll be diamond next year at summit, well, then you're going to give yourself all year to be diamond, right? That's a long time.
Right.
Now, if you maybe take it back and say, all right, I'm going to be diamond before the end of the year or before September, maybe that's too soon, whatever, you got to think about what's going on in your life and where you're at, but challenging yourself, like thinking about what your goal is and then maybe pulling it back a little bit and being like, let me challenge myself and let me set my goal for December or November. Because if you don't hit it in November or December, you probably will in January or February. You know what I mean? Because you're pushing to do it. But if you say, okay, well, I'm going to be diamond by next summit, then you're giving yourself a whole year to get that done, and you'll go at that pace. So think about that when you guys set your goals. And focus on what you need to do. Helping 3 people a month, right? That's going to help you hit Success Club and become a diamond coach. Recruiting 2 new coaches each month, helping 2 or 3 of my coaches help others. So think about what those 3 activities are that you need to do to hit that next level. Set a date and set a deadline. And I loved how they said, like, impact 30 lives a day instead of just like helping or talking to, because talking is like making it about us, right? And we want to really make it about them. So I loved how they use the verbiage impact. Okay, I'm going to do a whole nother call on branding. Melanie Mitro went through a ton of stuff, and Brendan Bouchard went through a ton of stuff on productivity. And so I'm going to do a whole other call. I'm going to type up all my notes and post them for you guys. I just wanted to give you the main takeaways and the new products. And I really wanted to tell you guys why you all need to be team leaders. Because this was the coolest, probably the coolest experience I have ever had. And you get to hang out with all the top coaches, the trainers, the people in the workout videos. Like, I mean, we hung out with Joel for like probably an hour. I can tell you what Joel drinks and what Jericho drinks. But it was like so fun and like surreal. Yeah, that's them like photobombing Corey and Brienne's picture right there, they just decided to jump in the photo. But it was so cool. It was at this crazy mansion and it was so much fun. Carl was there. And I'm gonna tell you, I asked Carl what his number 1 tip for new coaches was to help them be successful. And what do you guys think he said? CEO of our company. What do you think he said for me to tell all new coaches what they need to do to be successful? It's really simple. The 4 vital behaviors. And I kind of like laughed at him and I was like, should I go ask Melanie? Because that can't be the answer. That's way too easy. Melanie Major was right there. So of course I did. And so, but that was her answer too. Like, do the 4 vital behaviors. That's it. That's it. It's that simple. And it's just doing them over and over again. It's a compound effect. So it was a lot of fun. And so team leader is on the organization leadership ladder. So it's really about helping your coaches achieve results. So it's helping your coaches achieve Success Club will help you move up on the leadership ladder. Helping your coaches advance to diamond will help you move up on the leadership ladder. So you're not doing anything different, but you're just getting some really cool different rewards. So I made a vow that I will never miss a leadership party because it was so super fun, and I'm sure Sharon won't either after that. We saw Tanya, we saw I can't remember her name, but from Sean Week. She was in Sean Week, and that was really fun. And just like above all was a really fun team bonding event for us. We like worked out on the rooftop. We did a photo shoot with all of the diamond coaches. and we got some fun t-shirts made with our hashtags, and it was just like a really cool team bonding experience. If anything, it's a really fun girls trip that you can write off. So but no, I mean, it was an amazing experience, and I think it does get better every year, and it is just so different every year, and there's so much you get out of it, and it's just an experience that you need to experience. And it's not just about what you learn about this business. I can tell you, and I'm going to speak for everyone, but I'm pretty sure every single person leaves Summit learning something about themselves, finding a way to better their personal life as a mom, as a wife, as a friend, as a daughter, whatever it may be, but then also to become a better coach and a better leader for their team. So I guarantee you will walk away with so much more than just different strategies to be a better coach. It really is life-changing, and it really is just so much fun, and you just have to experience it for yourself. So you guys, decide, commit, succeed, right? Yes. All right, so I'm going to stop my share real quick and come back because I want to see all your pretty little faces. I don't like when I can't see everybody's face. Like I said, there's a ton more info. I'm going to do another call, but we've already been on over an hour, and I don't want to keep you guys any longer tonight. Hi, Christy. You know what? Christy wanted to talk real quick. I couldn't see you on there, so I'll let her talk real quick, and then I'll wrap everything up on her Summit experience. So go ahead, Christy.
Oh, hi. Okay. Yeah, so I went to Summit. It was awesome.
Oh, they went gambling.
Yes. Yes. I didn't become rich, but I had a good time with Becky at the casino. That was awesome. Yeah, so my first Summit experience, I would say was life-changing. Like Jen already said, I was just amazed at the team bonding. Everybody, I mean, I've seen faces on the internet and on team calls, but just talking to people and just that connection became so much deeper. I feel like I just gained so many more friends, even though I knew everybody on the other end of this was supportive and there for me, and everyone else, I just really just made a deeper connection. If I had to tell you guys what I learned, or my biggest like aha or takeaway, whatever you call it, I would think it would be, well, for me, it was that I just realized how much I was blocking myself from this business. So I've been a coach since I'd say March, and I have nobody under me right now. I'm just not just a coach, I am a coach. And I think, you know, if you ask me why, I know Jen, you know, is probably frustrated, like, come on, Christy, you're awesome. Why aren't you rocking this? And I really just realized, you know, it's all me. It's in my head. I feel like asking someone to pay $100 or a month for Shakeology is a lot of money. But it just was an epiphany and kind of a turning point for me to realize, you know what? It's not a lot. I have done so many silly things to try to get healthy, and this is real. It's real, and it's a gift, and it should be shared, and I shouldn't feel ashamed, or not ashamed, but I shouldn't feel shy like I'm on social media pushing lip gloss or something. Even though I know it's not that, but I realize this, that I am not grouped in the same what network marketing category as these other people that are annoying people on the internet. Like, I'm here to change lives and to give people help. And it just made me just realize that deep down. And so now that I've lifted that block, and since I've been back, 2 days, I feel like, oh my God, like I can't wait to just share with everybody and tell them. Like, I wore my new shirt, and my daughter says, you've been wearing that for 3 days. And I'm never taking it off, because you know what, I went to work today, and up until now, it's kind of like some people at my full-time job know that I've been on this fitness journey, but I wore this today proud at my work, and people stopped me in the lunchroom and was like, how was your trip? People that I haven't talked to, that are just on my Facebook. And I ended up having a 20-minute conversation with this lady about PIO, and just blah, blah, blah. I had so much to say, I had to hold back, but
Love it.
it's just made me confident. I feel good. I know this community is amazing. I mean, I could talk forever, but it was just life-changing for me. It's made me more confident. It's made me proud to be part of this this movement, and I can't wait to change lives. And final thing is, I've learned that, you know, maybe like a lot of the people in my circle aren't jumping at this opportunity. Maybe those just aren't the right people for me. They're not my people. Maybe they need another coach for them. So I am going to work on branching outside of my group of people, and just trying to make new friends and see, you know, I know there's people out there that I can help. I know it. I felt it from the minute Jen told me about this, I signed up. So if you guys are frustrated, just know that your people are out there too. We just have to find them and we have to put in the work. If we do it, we will all be successful.
You gave me chills. Proud mama moment. That was great. Sorry, I didn't see when you hopped on and I was reading.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure you had a chance to talk. So, well, if anybody has any questions or wants to know anything, I know Glenda, Nikki, and Sarah, you guys weren't there. So is there anything that you guys want to know about Summit or any questions that you have?
Not that I can think of at this moment.
Okay. Like I said, I'll do another call on branding and then I'll pull together all the other information that I have. I'll do a leadership call for all the leaders from the leadership workshop too. Beck, go ahead.
I was going to tell you guys too, as a leader, go to Summit. You will reignite your fire. She's not on this call anymore. Nikki hugely doubted herself about sharing the opportunity, like hugely doubted yourself. And I'm happy to tell you today she has signed 2 coaches up.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She has signed 2 coaches up, and her sharing the opportunity has been the hardest thing for her to do, guys. She went to Summit and eyes were opened. She realized how to share it, and now she signed 2 coaches. One of my other coaches that went, I just got off the phone with her. She has signed another coach.
I know, she just texted me. She's like, sorry, I'm not on the call.
Yeah.
I'm signing up a coach. I'm like,
So you go to Summit to realize you are meant to do this. You are meant to share. You are doing the right thing. You will go to Summit and learn like, wow, this is what I meant to do. And your fire will be lit and it just burns.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys for sharing so much. All right, well, I was going to let you guys go and have a great night. Thank you guys all.
Got work to do.
What's sweetie?
I got work to do.
Oh, got work to do. Yeah. You guys all have 30 people to go connect with right now. Go change some lives. Make people happy. Bye, guys. Thanks for getting on. I'll talk to you guys soon.